Hey, it's Hannah here with the first of a little series on how to get started clicker training your horse the connection training way. So with a really strong focus on the connection and communication with you and huge amounts of relaxation in your horse. The biggest problems that I see with clicker trained horses are all to do with horses who are over-aroused. So they're generally too intense, too focused. It's been made all about the food. It's all about doing stuff. They're not very calm and able just to stand still and be relaxed. They struggle if you want to work with them without food or to build things on. They can get frustrated and anxious quite easily, and these are the problems that people come to me with, and in fact that I've created in the past in my own horses before I knew how to do it really well, where you end up with horses who are just quite frantic around the training, they're wanting to do stuff, and around the food. So the real focus for me is about getting off to a start which is soft, relaxed, connected and easy. And this is much easier for you, and it's also much nicer for your horse. They're more able to learn, and they will feel nice and relaxed all the way through. So the first piece of this is about incorporating what I call casual connection time. So with clicker training, it's easy to get so focused on doing stuff that as soon as you take the horse into the training area or you pick up the treats, they're immediately like, oh, we're going to do something, we're going to do something, we're going to do something. And trust me, motivation is easier to build later on than it is if you lose it to get your horse relaxed. So we want to start with this softness. And part of the casual connection time is about making sure that your horse doesn't just see you as the trigger to be on. You're not a vending machine. It's not an automatic trigger for your horse to start throwing everything they know at you. It's about the communication, and that the two of you can be together with really relaxed, soft energy, not really doing much, just hanging out together. But you can also, when you want to, pick up the energy, and your horse will be able to stay relaxed and be able to communicate with you as you go on and do more things. So casual connection time is basically just taking your horse to the training area and just spending some time relaxing with them first. So you can do as I'm doing here with Tino, just scratching, chilling out with them, or maybe with your horse they are they really like to be groomed, or to stand at a hay net, or to go for a walk in hand. Just something that you and your horse like to do together. If you can't go in with your horse because they're too anxious or too dangerous or whatever, you can do all of this over a fence in protected contact. So just stand, lean on your horse's gate for a while and just be with them. So begin the sessions with some casual connection time to help your horse focus on you and on bringing the energy down, so that as you start to introduce more of kind of formal training, you're already begun to get connected, and it's not all about the food, and it's not all about doing stuff. So you can see me here working with Tino at Hope Pastures Rescue Centre, and he was already very relaxed, very focused on me, and very connected. He also loved the scratches. So before I could actually begin to train him any behaviours, I needed to teach him what the marker meant. So I generally use a clicker as my marker signal. It's got to be something that's precise, that stands out, that your horse is going to be able to tune into and understand clearly. So a clicker is great. I nearly always use a tongue click rather than a mechanical clicker, because I find it's softer and it also leaves my hands free for training. But you can use whatever works for you, including things like a whistle or a specific word or even a specific hand signal. The point of the marker is that it says to your horse, something good is coming. So you need to begin to pair this with something good, so that they begin to tune into it and start to listen out for it. And then you can start to use it to say, yes, that what you just did was the right moment. So it gives you a huge amount of clarity and precision in training behaviours. But at this stage, all we're trying to do is teach your horse that it has some meaning, to give some meaning to the marker signal. So to do that, we begin to pair it with something good. So in Tino's case, I simply at this stage added in before the scratches. He was already with me, he was already connected, he was already, walking and standing. So just when he did some nice things, I could begin to click and scratch to teach, so that he would start to learn, oh, when I hear the click, something good's coming. I better pay attention to what I can do to get her to click. Tino, you walk on? Good job. And ho. Good. I'm just going to start putting the clicks in there. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Nice. I'm just using a tongue click at the moment, or we will transfer it to a clicker at some point. Can you walk on? Good. Oh. Nice job. Super. Super. Oh, you are sweet. Is that nice? Tino. So you can see he gets distracted. I'm not sure it's if he can hear things. Good boy on his blind side. Good boy. And ho. Good job. Good job. So as the introduction for Tino, pairing the click with scratches was the perfect way to begin. It really helped keep that relaxation, and it was something that he clearly valued. But many horses won't particularly enjoy scratches, and you'll need something a little bit more powerful, and food is the perfect reward for your horse. Food is a primary reinforcer, which means that all living creatures require it to survive. So we're all very strongly wired to repeat behaviours that earn us food, humans included. And so using food in training is such a powerful reward. It's really effective at motivating horses, building enthusiasm, building interest, but really it's all about the emotional associations. So if your horse starts to associate you with good stuff, with the training with good stuff, then they're going to want to spend more time in that situation and doing those things. And that's really where the food comes in as an extra reward motivator, and is a really great way to build that enthusiasm and connection with your horse. However, as you know with horses, then food can also lead them to get quite excited and quite tense. If you just think how excited horses get at bucket time, or when you're putting hay out in the field, or horses who've been hand-fed without awareness, where they get quite muggy and pushy. So it's really, really important that when we begin to use the food in the training, that again we go back to focusing on those really high levels of relaxation to ensure that we can use it, we can get the benefits of it, we can get the motivation, the great positive emotional associations that food brings, but the horse is also relaxed, really soft and very polite. So when you begin to use food in the training, it's really important to keep the relaxation levels really, really high. So one of the ways I like to do this is begin by feeding in a bucket, and I use really low level food to begin with. It's much easier to increase motivation with more interesting food as you go than it is to begin without that relaxation and trying to get it back at a later date. So I start with a really low value food like a chop or a chaff. I've even used hay for some horses as well. And you're just looking to keep the energy really low, to keep it really relaxed, and to begin for your horse to associate being with you, being with the training, and being with the food with being calm and relaxed. Then you can start to add the click in with the food as well to begin to make those associations. And you can see me doing that with Lady here, another rescue from Hope Pastures. Good. So just beginning getting her just to settle in the area we want to work in. I've been told she's pretty foodie and can be quite bolshy around food, so sorry honey. So we're going to start with feeding in the bucket, getting some baseline relaxation, and then build from there. This is a really lovely way to introduce it, where she's still got some left, but I'm just starting the hello. First time you said hello to me. Adding in the click and then just throwing the food in, so she's not feeling like she's not really having to do anything at the moment. She's not feeling anxious that she's running out. We're just building a baseline of can we just settle together, and starting to create some association with the click. Relaxation is such a huge part of connection training. It's all about the relationship and the communication between you, for which your horse has got to be soft and a willing, nice, relaxed partner. And this casual connection time and introducing the marker in such a soft, relaxed way really puts you on a great foundation for that. So Lady and Tino were two of 3 case studies that I trained all the way through the foundation behaviours. They are 3 rescues from Hope Pastures Rescue Centre, and you can see their entire case studies in our complete training foundation home study course in the Connection Training Club, which has all of their sessions unabridged, right through introducing them, dealing with all the emotional things that came up in each instance, teaching them 7 different foundation behaviours, and fading out the rewards and things as well. So that's all in the CT Club, where you can get access to all of our home study courses and our forum and our training challenges, and join us at the Q&As and loads of really great stuff. It's a fantastic resource for positive horse training that we've been going for years, and we've got members from all over the world, so we'd love to have you join us as part of that. And then the next blog that I'll do in this mini series is on teaching the first behaviour that I teach, which is stand quietly, so stay tuned for that.